Happy Father's Day, President Obama. This is actually Monday morning. Uh, the bottom line is, at the end of the day, can you sit down and honestly say you've done everything right? Um, as one father to another, I question myself, am I doing what's right? Am I doing something wrong? My daughter turns 18 in just over 2 weeks. And my wife is on Social Security disability. She is in the hospital almost on a bi-weekly basis um, with medical conditions. And my daughter has medical conditions, and she is trying to get K-12, which in New Jersey is not an option. And because she's not a full-time student, even though she's out on medical, she lost her dependent status under my wife's disability. I do not have Social Security disability because my cystic fibrosis is not in my lungs. So over 25 years ago, I was denied, and because it's not in my lungs, you don't get Social Security disability for that. And, you know, as a family of three trying to live on disability, you know, I take care of my wife and my daughter and myself, but the programs here in New Jersey are cut to balance the budget, and the sequester is to balance the budget. But the bottom line is, what programs are we losing? Programs that people really need. We rely on the fact that the private sector can help us with our situation since the government now cannot. Well, right now we are in the middle of an eviction, and I have churches and organizations, St. Vincent de Paul, which is a national organization, working on trying to help with that issue. Whether or not they can help out completely, we're trying to get churches to donate as much as they can, that maybe combined we can turn around and manage to not be evicted. With my wife, we have home health aides come out to the house to help with her health issues. And if we become homeless, we will no longer be able to do that. My wife has oxygen and a hospital bed, along with other medical devices that obviously, if we're homeless, that won't help us any. Well, right at this moment, as the government is cutting programs to balance the budget, you are talking about a $100 million vacation. Now, I understand a vacation's a good thing and everything, but fact of the matter is, my daughter turns 18. We got married. Will be 17 years in October. But we were together for 10 years prior to that. We were common law married in Pennsylvania years before we got actually married here in New Jersey. But the fact is, we've never had a vacation. You know, we try to live on Social Security disability. And the more and more programs that keep getting cut hurts people, retired, disabled, seniors, military people who have retired. Everybody has been feeling this economic crunch. But the more and more that you take away from the people, 100% of what we get goes into the economy. Whatever money comes our way goes back in. We don't have money in the bank. We don't have any thing to turn around and hoard the money or anything else. We don't have it in overseas accounts or anything, where we're the ones that keep turning around and getting hurt. We're the ones that every time we turn around lose another benefit. And with the state cutting programs, they lay off the teachers, they lay off the police and bring them back at half pay. Infrastructure really has taken a crunch in this country because the federal government is not giving to the states. The states are not giving to the counties are not giving to the cities aren't giving to the townships, and so on and so on and so on. Fact of the matter is, when you live in poverty in the United States today, you're stuck there. And the more and more programs that are cut, the worse it gets. So when you turn around and say, please hold on, we're getting there, people like us cannot afford to hold on any longer. You have programs out there to turn around to help people who have houses and mortgages so that they don't lose their mortgages. But the programs to help the renters are getting cut every time you turn around. Because as they say in landlord-tenant court here in New Jersey, hardship is an excuse, not a defense. Well, if hardship is not a defense, then what do you do when you have a hardship that is beyond your control? Now, I cannot help that my wife is always in the hospital and that I have to turn around and take care of her. I can honestly say that I would hope people realize that I do take care of my wife and my daughter. And it is really important. But the bottom line also is, am I doing the right thing? Is there something for them? I barely sleep because I have sleep apnea, and that is not covered under insurance because the new medicines, I don't use a BPAP machine because my sleep apnea is central. It's a brain chemical that obviously my body does not produce. So therefore, medicine is the only thing that treats that. Well, I never know 1 minute from the next if I will walk out of the room or walk out of the bathroom or whatever, and whether my wife or my daughter will be on the floor or whatever, but due to their health issues. So, literally, 24/7 is worrying what's next. And right now, I really question what is next. So if you get this and you can give an answer, please tell me what is next. Because a lot of people in this country can't give no more because we do not have it to give. Other than dying, and then I guess that saves the country money. So in the long run, I guess we can help. So, but if you get this, please think about it and understand that if we do not fix the infrastructure of this country, that is the problem. And we need to fix that before we can worry about anything else. Thank you, and I really do hope that you had a great Father's Day from one father to another. Thank you.